Who's this? Who's this? You know who's this?
Good morning everyone, my name is JBQ Alawigan, studied at University of Makati. I take a program to a BA Communication Service Management. So, we tackled about competencies valued in the IT BPM industry. When we say IT BPM industry, it's information technology business process management. It is a competencies valued led by the information technology and business process management. These are the competencies valued in the IT BPM industry is the comprehensive service and capabilities in areas such as IT consulting, software and development, customer relationship management, back office support, creative progress, healthcare information management, knowledge process outsourcing, telecom, and solution of offshore hosting services, among others. So, define competencies. This is the first objective that we need to do. A cluster of related abilities, commitments, knowledge, and skills that enable a person and organize that act effectively in a job or situation. Example, best practice is to relate an employee in one position long enough to show their competence before making any promotion in higher position. Explain how each competency is applied in the industry. First, a competency is the capability applied use a set of related knowledge, skills, and abilities required to successfully perform critical function or task in a defined work setting. Competencies often settings serve as the basis for skills standards that specify the level of knowledge, skill, and abilities required for success in the workplace as potential. Find ways to develop competencies. Developing a competencies framework can take considerable effort to make sure that the framework is actually used as needed. It is important to make it relevant to the people. Explain how each competency is applied in the industry. First, find ways to develop the complete. So, let's go to the developing the framework. Step 1 to prepare for that. First, define the purpose. Before you analyzing the job, figuring of out real needs for success, make sure that look of the purpose for creating framework. How you plan, use it will impact from your involved or in preparing it, and how you determine its scope. For example, a framework for filling job vacancy will be very specified, whereas framework for evaluating compensation will need cover a wide range of roles. 2. Create a competency framework team. Include people from all areas your business that will ensure framework will possible aim to present diversity of your organization. It is also important to think about long-term needs so that you can keep framework updated and relevant. Step 2 to collect information. This is related applied competencies value. Observe which people with their performing their roles. This is especially useful jobs that involve hands-on labor that you can physically observe. 2. Interview people. Talk to every person individually. Choose a sample people to interview or conduct a group interview. You may also want to interview the supervisor of the job assessing. This helps learn a wide variety of people believe in the needed for the role success. Next, create questionnaire. A survey is an efficient way to gather data. Spend time making sure you ask the right question. Consider issues, reliability, and validity. If you prefer, there are standards a job questionnaire you can buy rather than attempting to create your own. Last, analyze to work. Which behavior are used to perform the jobs covered by the framework? You may want to consider following. First, the business plan, strategies and objectives, organizational principles, job description, regulatory or compliance issues, prediction for the future of the organization or industry. customer and supplier requirements. Step 3. Build the framework. Group the statement as team member to read through the behavior statement and group into files. The goal is to have 3-4 files at first. For instance, manual skills, decision making and judgment skills, and interpersonal skills. Second, create subgroups. Break down each the larger files into subcategories or religious behavior. Typically, there will be 3 or 4 subgrouping for each larger category. This provides basic structure of the competency framework. Next, define subgroups. For each of the larger categories, define the subgroups even further. Ask yourself why and how the behavior relate or not relate to another and revise your grouping as necessary. So, this is the end of the topic that we tackled. But I add more information about this video. So, let's watch this.
get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Doubt, better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab me, crabs in the bucket can't have me. I'll be the president one day. January 1st. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like the wind in my chest to that sun. G5 in the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. Oh, Valley boy, plus made back. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling.
The mountains top, walk on water. I got power, feel so royal. 1 second, I'ma strike oil. Diamond, platinum, no more for you. That adrenaline, never giving in. Giving up's not an option, gotta get it in. Witness, I got the heart of 20 men. No fear, go to sleep in the lion's den. That glow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king of the jungle now. Stronger than ever, can't hold me down. 100 miles gunning from the pitcher's mile. Straight game face, it's game day. See me running through the crowd full of melee. No trick plays, I'm Bill Gates. Take a genius to understand me.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
Gotta love the life that we live in.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. I get a good feeling, yeah.
You came to have a good time tonight. Let me hear you say yeah.
Your picture perfect blue, sunbathing on the moon, stars shining as your bones illuminate. First kiss just like a drug, under your influence, you take me over, you're the magic in my veins. This must be love. Boom, clap, sound in my heart, the beat goes on and on and on and on. And boom, clap, you make me feel good. Come on to me, come on to me now. Boom, clap, sound in my heart, the beat goes on and on and on and on. And boom, clap, you make me feel good. Come on to me now. No silver or no gold could dress me up so good. You're the glitter in the darkness of my world.